Hello, hello, hello. um, we only 42. Yes, only 42 subscribers away from 58,000. I cannot believe it. Only 42 subscribers needed, and we'll be at 58. I repeat, 58,000. That is amazing. That is absolutely amazing. And exciting. It's amazing and it's exciting. I'm looking forward to it. It just cannot come fast enough. That doesn't sound strange. I am stalling. Give me a second. I am stalling. Just doing a little last minute thingamajig. Okay. I keep on falling in love with you. Okay, I am done. Sorta. Let me see who was here first. Let me see who was here first. That's always a good one. Uh, Carolita Simone, thank you so much for being here first. Uh, oh my goodness, Baron, today is Caroline's birthday. We can dance her out. Yes, on 58K as well. All right, let's do that. It's been a minute since we've done that. Okay. Happy birthday, um, Caroline's. Happy birthday and many happy returns of the day. And thank you for spending your birthday with us here at Royal Sussex. Oh, excuse me. Um, why do I taste potato chip when I hiccup? Okay. Um, yes, okay. Here we go. We're going to dance this one out. Thank you so much. Hello, Ivy here. Hello, Ivy. Today is Lilibet Diana Mountbatten Windsor's birthday. Meet me at the Royal Sussex party. Church Nellie's gonna be there. All right, Ivy out. You know what? I have not come down from my high yet. As you know, I. All right. Very good. Happy birthday. And again, many happy returns of the day. I don't know how many times you've been around the sun, but it takes one whole year for us to do a loop around the sun. Every 365 and a quarter day. So that's 365 days and 6 hours it takes for us to loop around the sun. Okay, how do I stop that? There we go. That is how I stop it. Okay, well, as predicted, it was a very, very, very busy day today, but it was very productive. I am so glad for that. And also, don't pay any attention to that little caption there. I didn't have a chance to crop that out. Misan, Harry, and Meghan. Misan Harriman, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. I tell you, their collaboration is becoming quite epic. I'm not sure if you should call it a collaboration, but anyway, their friendship for sure. And there is quite a bit of a mutual respect there, which I love that too. Um, but yeah, Misan, well, you know what? I'm going to let you hear his voice and he can describe this journey that he's been on. How about that? Okay. So, right there, I am humble and proud to announce that my portrait of the Duke and Duchess of Sussex is now part of the permanent collection of the National Portrait Gallery. Dare to dream, folks. Dare to dream. So, what he's speaking of course, is the photo that you see right there on the left side. That particular photo of Harry and Meghan. If you may recognize, Meghan is wearing that red outfit, the one that she wore to the One Young World, and she gave the was it the opening speech or opening remarks? But anyway, that was that September that the world changed forever. Harry's grandma died. Um, But before that, there was this incredible month that was planned for them. Well, it was incredible and infamous all at the same time. Um, but there were layers to that particular month. And I tell you, even though things went really weird by the end of the month, I have to say that Harry and Meghan had never been more powerful as a couple. They had never been more powerful than they were at that time. Even though it seems the opposite, trust me, they were standing in their truth and they were standing in their power. And I am just so incredibly proud of the both of them. So, right here, Misan is giving a commentary about his experience. There we go. And okay, that is it right there, where he's actually looking to the camera and commenting on this amazing journey that he's been on. And I'm going to share that with you right now. Oh, I tell you guys, it has been such an incredible day that I dare to say it seems like this happened yesterday, but no, it was today. But it's kind of been on my docket all day. So, getting on with it.
I'm in the archive of the National Portrait Gallery, and it never gets old that this extraordinary image of the Duke and Duchess of Sussex is now part of the permanent collection. And as I've said before, I'm a dyslexic boy who never really believed that my mind was worth much. And it's in moments like this that I give the message to the rest of the world that maybe your kids or yourself can have a point of view. Dare to dream and keep taking pictures.
I hope you guys could hear that. Gosh, I hope you could hear it. It wasn't very loud, but pretty much he said the same thing that I just said from the other quoted from the other from that paragraph. That yeah, that's it. That little caption I just shared with you. But as he says, dare to dream. Yes, Heather, I am incredibly proud of this guy. And he has such a generous spirit. He has a very generous spirit. And I don't know if you noticed this, but right there you can see that he is signing the back of that particular portrait of Harry and Meghan. So it is going to be signed and made part of the permanent collection. Now, that being said, I wish that it was much larger than that. I mean, I hope they're going to do something. When I went to the National Portrait Gallery, I'll never forget the impression that I felt when I walked into a room and there was this bigger than life size image of Judy Dench. And I do believe she was just wearing some trousers and a white shirt with the collar maybe turned up and the sleeves rolled up. And this was so many years ago, but I'm like, I recognize her. That's that actress. And even though I have kind of fallen out of love with Judy Dench because of her connection to Camilla, of all people, I hate that that is someone that she calls a friend. Um, but that being said, um, I'm hoping that this image will be very large. There is something breathtaking about seeing a portrait or any type of painting or artwork. The larger in scale it is, the more of an impact it has. It just seems to flood your entire being with emotion. So I really do love those big pieces of artwork. Hello, Janine Bell. Yeah, because of respect. Thank you so much, Paula girl. All righty. Let's see. Moving on then. Okay, let's keep it moving. Oh, now, you know what? I didn't mean to do these back to back, but the ladies of this particular talk show, you can see that there is someone you may recognize there. Um, Alfua Hagen. Um, Now, listen, she has a very difficult role sometimes because, as we say, representation matters, right? And she has a lot that well, she carries a whole community on her shoulders, right? And, well, she got caught out one time because I do believe that they had fed her a line that she needed to say on one of those networks. I think it was Talk TV, maybe, or maybe it was GB News. And I don't want to repeat it because it was so hurtful at the time. But hopefully, she will she'll do better. And she has been doing better lately. She's been actually speaking her mind more often than not. But again, I'm not angry with her because it's amazing to be on TV, especially someone of African descent being on television. Um, it seems like they get to a certain quota and then they don't need any more of us, right? And so that she's on TV at all is a testament to her determination and her, hard work that she's actually on television. And even though it doesn't mean as much today, considering social media, um, still I'm happy for her, and I'm glad to have someone that looks more like me on television than someone who looks less like me. So I'm glad she's there. Yeah, I'm trying to give her a nice little build up before I play the soundbite. Carolita Simone, thank you so much for the super sticker, and thank you for watching Royal Sussex. Okay. Big Mama, are you undoing all of my difficult work? I was just trying to help this poor wretched soul, and you have just took the whole thing loose. Uh, sometimes okay, I hear you all loud and clear. Um, Oh boy. This is why I love you all so much. You know that, don't you? This is why um, you all are just incredible. But anyway, let's give this a whirl, shall we? Because she's singing from a different hymn book at nowadays. Let's see how long it lasts. I know. Let's see how long that lasts. But here goes. Uh oh, I wasn't ready yet. Um. Oh, really? I read an article today that said Ghana is now speaking with the Sussexes about a future visit to that country. Ghana didn't have a team in the last um, Invictus Games. That is true. They did not have a team. Vanzola, tell us how you really feel. Please, something tells me you're holding back. You and Big Mama are holding back. I want to hear the whole story. Uh, okay. Now, fair point. Fair point. Here goes. Here goes.
The prince. She's laughing already. Who criticized the prince and Meghan for being in Nigeria, sort of endorsing the country, sort of like saying they're giving legitimacy to Nigeria.
Yeah.
And that there were issues of female genital mutilation, lack of women's rights, kidnapping by extremist groups. What are your thoughts on this?
Okay, so first of all, I'll start with Kevin O'Sullivan, who is someone who I know personally and holds these views. Now, the station that he works for, who I've also appeared on, and I will be absolutely upfront about that, are a station that thrive on division. So thrive on fueling a right-wing kind of stance on everything. And so things like, the phrase that really got me, giving legitimacy to Nigeria.
Endorsing.
Nigeria exists despite of the British. You came into the continent, not country of Africa, because, a lot of people outside Africa don't understand that it's our continent. You came in and you drew lines through a massive continent. Nobody asked you to do any of that, right? And so there's still this sort of mentality that the British, the West, seem to have to give a country some sort of legitimacy. It's the audacity for me. It's the, who do you think that you are exactly, that you need to give, or because Harry and Meghan came here, that somehow, makes, they're endorsing Nigeria. Nigeria exists, full stop, without Harry and Meghan coming here or not. So that's point number one. And number two.
Okay, so how is she doing so far before we get to number two? I think she came out strong. It seems as though she has a whole nother personality speaking with the ladies on this show, which I do believe this show is it a show from Africa or is it filmed in Britain? I don't know where the show originates. I mean, of course, nowadays you can have a show anywhere, so I don't know where the show originates, but it seems as though she has a different tone given the company that she's in right now. So I think so far she came out kind of strong. She sounds, I mean, if I hadn't seen her, as you say, being different, I believe the term was sellout. If I hadn't heard her being different, then I wouldn't know that. I couldn't imagine that she was that kind of a person. Vanzola says she is surrounded by a different news group. She didn't want to be. She didn't. She didn't want a beat down up front. Got you. She seems to have a foot up. Yeah, okay. They're talking the load and saying nothing. They act as though they are choosing their words carefully. Ooh, Big Mama, you are coming out. What do you call it? The fight tonight. Okay, let's hear her number two.
Is what you need to realize about, when it comes to the British royal family, there's kind of people love to take sides. So there's this thing that if you like Harry and Meghan, then you must therefore hate the rest of the family. Wow. Or if you like the rest of the family, you must therefore hate Harry and Meghan. There's no room for a grey area. There's no room for nuance in these conversations in the British media landscape. And so this particular person, Kevin O'Sullivan, and this particular station have decided we hate Harry and Meghan. We hate Harry and Meghan because Prince Harry decided to marry a biracial woman who is also American, also divorced, and also an actress. It's racist, and it's classist, and it's misogynistic. But it's also fueled by the British press, selling millions of newspapers and creating clickbait for all these stations. So saying what he said does that. Absolutely feeds into that. But there's also an element of the royal rota were not invited on this trip because it wasn't a royal tour. Yes. They're not working royals. They are members of the royal family who were private citizens going on a trip about philanthropy and actually primarily about the Invictus Games, which I think is a conversation that we should be having more than what Meghan wore and how dare they go to Nigeria. The Invictus Games is such an important part of.
I'll tell you one thing I did notice is that why is that guy using his fingers and doing like the devil horns? You see that? He has his index and his pinky stuck out like he's putting a curse on someone. I don't know exactly what that means, especially it seems like Sophia Petrillo from the Golden Girls is putting the hex on someone. I just got a Cash App from RA. Thank you so much for the Cash App. Okay, I will let her finish.
Injured veterans' lives. And Nigeria's army has 230,000 members. It's one of the biggest armies on the continent of Africa, of which there you will have a huge number of wounded veterans. And so the conversation around disability and wounded veterans isn't one that we have in West Africa. It isn't one that we have often. And actually, the point of Harry and Meghan's visit was to shine a light on that, on the potential of having the Invictus Games in Nigeria in 2029. Wouldn't that be an incredible thing to do? But no, because the British press weren't invited, it's a conversation about how dare you go to such a dangerous country. And there's also an element of how dare you come back alive.
Because they mentioned
without incident. Yeah, let's keep it 100.
Really?
How dare you go there, look relaxed, have a great time, connect with people, and not die?
Wow.
There's an element of that.
Women are getting kidnapped because they said
if something had gone wrong, that would have qualified the hate that they seem to have, right?
And I think that the sad thing about it is, if not that you mentioned the Invictus Game, to be honest, a lot of people's minds were taken away from the actual reason they came. Not many people would have understood this. Like this thing you said, not many people really had access to that information. They were just made to know that, Harry and Meghan came is such a bad thing because Nigeria is such a bad country. And then we are left to try and defend our country, forgetting the reason they actually came. So it's sad. It's really sad.
It's really sad.
Okay, so there you go. She is singing a different tune, that's for sure. And, if she spoke like this, more often, or should I say if she was never speaking any other way, but I agree that it seems as though she was, for lack of a better word, selling out for her role on television. As I always say, most of these talk shows are theater, and that it is already determined what their talking points will be. There are very few surprises on these talk shows, especially The View. I think The View is so well rehearsed and orchestrated, which is one of the reasons why I cannot stand watching it. I just do not bother with The View. And there's a few, I would say most of those, hot topic like talk shows, you don't move at all. It doesn't change anything when people appear on those shows. And the endless argument about the same thing, I get nothing out of it but frustration. So for that reason, I just totally stopped watching any of them. And there's been a few exceptions where I'm just like, okay, hopefully this is going to be something different. And usually it's not. It's more of the same. So yeah, as far as I'm concerned, it is better to avoid and to have your sanity than to give them a chance and have your day ruined. That's what I say. Better to avoid them. Do you guys remember that day when they had all black women on Loose Women? And there were people who called in and complained, and oh my God, it was such a scandal. It was such a scandal when they had the all black cast on Loose Women. I'm trying to see if I can find that article, and I don't see it. Um, I don't see it, which is unfortunate, but I do not see it. But yeah, that one time they had nothing but black women on that show, and it was a first. And people complained, and oh, they had a fit about that. How dare you? And this is not right. And what kind of show is this? Yeah, unfortunately, I don't see it. Fudge. Pardon my language, but I don't see it. Nope, I don't have it. I'm going to just show you a picture of what that looked like. But oh, there it is right there. There it is. I found it. I found it. 1 second, please. I found it. Huh. It was right in front of my face the whole time. Okay. Take a look at this. You guys, I saved so many resources. See there on the left side? See there? It says, what does it say there? It says, Loose Women all black panel hit with onslaught of racist comments. Loyal viewers of the daytime program hit back at online trolls. Oh, that's good to know that they hit back at them. ITV's Loose Women presenters were faced with a barrage of racist comments on social media because they were an all-black panel. The popular daytime show features hosts, news presenters Charlene White, singer and actress Brenda Edwards, comedian Judy Love, and actress, is it Kelly Bryan? The quartet all wore blue outfits for the special episode. Designated something to dedicated to Brenda's son, Jamal Edwards, who passed away in February of last year. Yes, that's why they were on there, to give their sisters some support. There you go. So yes, that really did happen. And people were very upset because of that. I mean, of course, it was just, as I always say, a silent majority, minority of people. I'm sorry, the silent majority gave way to the very loud and boisterous minority of people, and it really blew out of proportion. Waste of time. Got it, Lavender. Got it. Okay, let's continue. Oh, wait, I got to take this away first. Okay. Again, thank you so much for being here. Make sure you all please hit the like button. And I haven't been doing this lately, but okay, hit the like button. Make sure you're a subscriber and do consider signing up for a membership to Royal Sussex, which is still a bargain at just $4.99. I repeat, still a bargain at just $4.99. Thank you. Okay. Okay, I'm looking at a couple of your comments. All right, moving on. So, Eden, Princess Kate's friends say Kate might not be seen until autumn. So, yes, this is another episode of Where is Kate Middleton? Weird vibes this week as there seems to be an effort to remind people of the Princess of Wales' existence. Weirder still is that this reminder is coming after 2 months of absolute radio silence on Kate's health, recovery, and well-being. Everything about this Kate Missington issue is in 2024 has really shown the world that when the royals want to shut down speculation and rumor mongering about a royal woman, they can do it. Meaning that if they can shut down all of this noise about Kate Middleton, how come they didn't do the same thing for the Duchess of Sussex? There has been no media-led push to question any parts of the palace narrative. Instead, the British media is openly colluding with whatever the palace wants. Well, this week, Kensington Palace briefed the press that Kate has been the driving force behind the scene of some of the latest early years busy work. Add to that, Tatler commissioned a janky portrait of Kate and put that on the cover. So is Kate actually around, and will anyone be able to credibly see her at any point this year? Richard Eaton devoted his column to a Kate update. So I'm hearing that it may be fall, autumn, before we see or hear anything about Kate. And the conspiracies continue. It is a real Nancy Drew mystery. Well, Lola Love, you know what? I'm not tired. I just want to know what's happening. I do. I just want to know what's happening. It's a heck of a thing. It is incredible that someone who, even though I don't think they deserve it, is considered to be one of the more reported, reports about nothing, one of the most photographed people in the world has disappeared. And I just feel like it's worth looking into. And I still say I'm going to devote like an entire hour one of these days to Where is Kate Middleton? And we are going to walk from the very start of things all the way up to date. I'm going to look at every resource that I have and then some, and we'll just play detective. I like a good mystery, and we will just play detective. And those who choose to participate can, and those who choose not to, respect, respect, respect. Okay? Um, Continuing, quirky portrait of Kate on Tatler July cover is branded dreadful and nothing like the Princess of Wales by royal fans who say the artist should have gone to Specsavers. And I'm guessing that's an eye company. And then, of course, there's this other cover on the right side saying that the monarchy rests on her shoulders. It seems like there is this very odd push to try to keep her name relevant, to keep her name in the papers, lest she should just completely fade away. If by fall, or should I say, if we go the entire year and she does not make an appearance, I hope that the press will finally do their job. It's breathtaking. I want them to finally do their job. If for no other reason than I am just completely nosy. But I do. I want someone to start sounding the alarm bells. Force another AI video. I don't care. But I want them to expose whatever is going on. The Tatler didn't have to use that picture on the cover, but they did. Um, it's as though they're asking for trouble. But think of it this way, though: by using that photo, look at how many people suddenly are looking at the Tatler, and even more so, think about how many people have never really heard of the Tatler, and now you have. And the bread and butter of the Tatler is the royal family. There's not enough interest in the rest of that clan. Oops, there goes that Freudian slip. But there's just not enough interest in the rest of that family to put food on the table for the people at Tatler. So I do believe that the painting is not bad. It just doesn't look like Kate. It's a great painting. And dare I say, it looks like it was painted by a self-taught artist, but whether it is or it is not, it is a great painting. It just doesn't look like Kate. There's nobody who could look at that, and let's say you don't know much about the royal family, so you don't know how individual and unique the the medal that she's wearing, that little thing that the queen gave her with the yellow. If you don't know anything about those orders and honors and stuff, you wouldn't know who this was. People thought it was Mary of Denmark. So I am very curious. I want to know how. I guess part of my interest is, how do they expect to get away with this? Are they going to just let her disappear from view? And will the media just go along with it, and then there'll be nothing else said about her? Years ago on one of the soap operas, there was a character who went upstairs to the attic to get some skis so that they can go away on the weekend. And that character was written off the show that day and didn't come back for years. Have you guys ever heard that story? I don't remember the soap opera, but the character completely disappeared from the script. And the last that anyone could remember is that he went up to the attic to get a pair of skis and never came back and never came back down again. So is this Kate Middleton going up to the attic to get a pair of skis, and we won't hear from her until, like, let's see, 5 or 10 years? And when she comes back, guess what she's going to look like? The cover of the Tatler. They're going to write her off the show, and she's going to come back looking like the cover of the Tatler. It's going to take them a minute to make people believe that that's her. But for some reason, I have a feeling nobody's going to ask any questions. She'll just come back looking different, just like on a soap opera, and everybody is going to play along with it. Yeah, that is exactly what's going to happen. She is going to come back, Tatler Kate, and nothing will be said about it. Nothing will be said about it. She will be Tatler Kate, and that's it. No, nobody is going to question it. Angela, you get a bell for that. She'll come back looking like Rose Hanbury. Oh, you think it was One Life to Live? Oh, wait, there we go. I think it was One Life to Live. On another note, it's interesting to me that the artist of Kate's painting is a Black African woman. Yes, that is also something to take notice of. Yes, and don't forget, very well educated and has had a full career before she married into the Dutch royal family. I'm sorry, the Danish royal family. Hmm. Oh, you remember it too, Judy. Well, Marshar, we shall see. We shall see. I would be a liar if I didn't tell you I am just very curious to see how this is going to play out. As they say, art imitates life, or is it life imitates art? Either way, this is wild. This is absolutely wild. And I want to know how they plan to get away with this. Okay. So exclusive fashion king Julian McDonald in hot water over firm's 700. Wait a minute. Did I jump ahead? Where the heck am I? Oh, okay. All right, no matter. Over firm's 700,000 pound debt, betrayed creditors blast designers to the stars, including Kylie Minogue and Jennifer Lopez, after discovering they were thousands of pounds out of pocket following Zoom call. And over here, designer Julie McDonald, who lured Queen Camilla to her first fashion show, says he wants to dress Kate Middleton, but there's one royal he doesn't want in his outfits. So that's what started me looking into this little a-hole in the first place. You mean to tell me you're 700,000 pounds in the hole and you got the caucasity to say that you don't want to dress Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex? Are you serious? Are you just messing with me? Now, back in August of 2023, he had everybody looking upside his head like he was one of the Middletons, broke, living above your means, and punching well above your pay grade. And so he had the nerves to let loose with his mouth. He opened up his mouth to say that he would rather dress Kate Middleton or he would rather dress Camilla, the queen consort. Are you serious? Because out of the three people I just mentioned, Kate, Camilla, and Meghan, who who could possibly reverse your fortunes right now? Who could possibly help you snatch that company back away from the creditors? Huh? There's only one person capable of doing that, especially one person in the royal family. And you got the nerves to say who you don't want wearing your clothes. Look at there. The firm of one of the Wales's most famous fashion designers who has dressed stars like Beyonce and Jennifer Did you guys just hear a name drop? I think I heard two name drops. Anyway, that's so weird. I heard a noise. I thought I heard this guy dropping names. Anyway, stars like Jennifer Lopez and Beyonce has gone into liquidation. Julian McDonald's company hit trouble that is during the pandemic and officially went into liquidation. My goodness, does that sound familiar? Mother of Kate Middleton, I wonder what happened. Oh, I know. You ain't got no money. You ain't got no money. And yarn't. Like that word that was invented on whatever happened to Baby Jane. Yarn't. Yarn't. You aren't ever going to make any money. You aren't ever going to save your company either. You're yarn't. Yarn't. So I just taught you a new word today. It's called yarn't. It means what it says, yarn't. It means you are not. Yarn't ever going to save your company. You aren't ever going to pay your bills. You aren't ever going to... Do you guys remember that from whatever happened to Baby Jane? You aren't ever going to sell this house. You aren't ever going to leave it either. You aren't. So that's my word for today is yarn't. You aren't ever going to pay your bills. You aren't ever going to save your money. And Meghan is never going to wear those pathetic rags that you call fashion. As a matter of fact, anybody who has sensitive skin should never, ever wear those janky outfits that you make. Now, there's some people who have, what they refer to as rawhide. Ride 'em in, head 'em up, move along, ride 'em in, head 'em up, rawhide. Ride 'em in, rawhide, rawhide. You know what? I think that's what I'm going to start calling Camilla, rawhide. Anyway, rawhide could wear anything. Nothing chafes her skin. As a matter of fact, anything of note is probably too scared to ever lay comfortably on her. So that explains why her clothes look loose, because they're just afraid to touch her. But anyway, this man and got on my nerves. You know that, don't you? Exclusive fashion king Julian McDonald in hot water over firm's 700,000 K debts, betrayed creditors, blast designers of the stars, including Kylie and J-Lo, after discovering they were thousands of pounds out of pocket. Oh, this is a repeat. Again, he's broke. He's so poor he can't afford to pay attention. He is. He's so poor he can't afford to pay attention. I don't want Meghan wearing my clothes. You should be so lucky. You should be so lucky. He needs somebody to put him in his place, girl. Girlfriend tripping, ain't she? Got the nerves to be particular. She got the nerves to be particular. Let me see. Is there anyone who could put her in her place? Yes, as a matter of fact, I know exactly who can put her in her place. Here we go.
Hey, girl, sit down. Sit down. I know you are.
There you go. There you go. He just needed somebody to put her in her place. That's all. And I found just the one. One more time.
Hey, girl, sit down. Sit down. Sit down.
There you go. Sit down. But she tried, look at there. Suppliers and staff left out of pocket following collapse of Julian McDonald. Collapse. You hear me? Collapse. And has the nerves to have that little, is that a real picture? That little bejeweled McDonald's, is that like one of those fancy purses? Anyway, so oh, look at her. She got her face all painted. My. Don't she look a mess? Don't she look a mess? Somebody need to call them people on her. That's what she needs.
Police! 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 Help! Police! Help! Police! Help! Help! Police! Help!
There you go. Jeanette Ambersley says, don't let the smooth taste fool you. He knows he can't get Meghan, so he may as well bag the rest of them, using their hate for Meghan to capture them. Well said, Jeanette Ambersley. Well said. Well said. Meghan is a force in the fashion world. Whatever she wears, they keep writing about it for months and months. It never ends. It never ends. So just when you think you've heard the last of it. But I hate to say it, I don't want to be that person, but
Meghan in a Valentino white. I hate to do this, but compare Meghan in a Valentino white, absolutely wowing the crowds, and dear Kate in that very staid 1940s Amelia Wickstead coat.
Oh, you were really winding me up now. Yeah.
Well, I knew that would upset you, Richard, because I know you're more of a Middleton kind of girl and you like the sort of twin set and pearls 50s look. But all I'm saying is, who's speaking to the future generations, the younger generations? It's Meghan.
That's who. It's Meghan. Okay.
Stars.
All right. Here we go. Now, yesterday I shared this with you. And I confused her for a member of Congress. I don't know. I confused her with a member of Congress. But that is not, I repeat, that is not Marjorie Taylor Greene. That is Zara Tindall. And somehow I think she has taken a step outside of the designer's intentions when it came to that outfit, don't you? I think she has found herself stepping outside of the designer's intentions, which can happen sometimes. I mean, you know, as a fashion designer, you go through so much trouble to create a line that defines a woman's, attributes, only for somebody to come along and confuse people. So anyway, that's the Tindalls, you guys. That is Mike Tindall and Zara, the tongue ring Tindall, who is the granddaughter of Queen Elizabeth, the niece of King Charles III, and all around weirdo. Okay. Now, the hatchet job appears to be her only job. The hatchet job appears to be her only job. Royal Pose, do you think Camilla has done a good job during her first year as queen? Nay, or as Camilla would say, nay, nay. Let's see, John Garcia Barron, what lit you up? You're on fire tonight. I don't know. I don't know. And I haven't even had my evening cup of coffee, so I guess I am a bit energetic tonight. Um, but thank you for noticing, and thank you for the super chat. Always appreciate it. Okay. So there she is in a cloud of blue smoke. I don't know why that reminds me. Camilla, surrounded by that blue smoke, reminds me of the Ten Commandments. Remember when that green cloud dropped out of the sky? That's what it reminds me of. As though she's making her way through Jerusalem and all you hear is wailing and crying and shouting. That's what it reminds me of. Or in other words, that's what happens every time Camilla hops in the state Bentley and travels away from the palace. Okay, so let's get that sound bite going. Stars when they shine. Hey girl, sit down. Sit down. Sit down. You heard her. Sit down.
Hey, girl, sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Stars.
Okay. Now let's get to that sound bite.
And making sure that all the media are there to see it. I'll tell you what job she's done well, the hatchet job on Kate Middleton as a result of Camilla meddling and bringing Rose front and center into the stage of the Royal Circus and making sure that all the media are there to see it. But before we dig into this with receipts, you know the score. Come at me if you like. I really don't care. The comments are open. My question about how you assess the performance of any member of the royal family, and not just Camilla, would be all around, well, how do we measure what they're doing? I'm a consultant. I do it for a living. If you are delivering a piece of activity and you cannot measure the benefit of that, or you don't know how to measure the impact of that, you can't really have a vote on it to find out whether it's effective. And you certainly can't do a return on investment calculation. And you certainly can't determine whether it's good, indifferent, or bad. It's just logical. So how do we measure Camilla's performance as queen? Well, let's come up with some abstract stuff that can't be measured. Can we, from memory, identify a situation where she shone a light on something controversial that the UK needs to address to be a better nation? So the answer to that one would definitely be no. Okay, so let's maybe go for question 2. Can we, from memory, identify a charity event that had a measurable uptick in performance or delivery for that charity so the charity could do better? No. Can we remember her turning up at some things and looking and pointing? Yeah. Can we measure the impact of that? No. It's not really looking good, is it, when you can't measure the benefit that somebody brings? I think the British royal family are fading into obscurity. It's 2024. They're not relevant for 2024. I don't actually think they've been relevant since Harry left. That's a whole other story. Comments are open. What do you think?
I think you're right. Yes, Camilla has been meddling again. She has brought Rose or as some people say, the future queen consort. You guys, if you're wondering why I cannot let go of Where is Kate, because I want to know how they're going to do this. If there is a way, is that really what they want to do? And can they get away with it? If they could get away with something like that, I tell you what, I'm still going to promote Harry and Meghan no matter what. But I think I might take a step back from talking about that family, because if they can get away with that, they can get away with anything. They could get away with anything. Mary H says, Baron, being Baron, Camilla broke every one of the 10 commandments. Woo! Oh, you're right about that. She is a one woman broken commandment after the other. Kat Harlem says, I'm late. I'm sure you discussed the Tatler photo. I think the artist painted a common generic face that could be anyone. Now, you just described the Princess of Wales. That's Kate, no personality, common woman. Therefore, it was Oh my God, Kat Harlem. I thought I was bringing the shade tonight, but you're right about that. I think Kate, well, no, not Kate. Was it Hillary? Hillary, whatever her name was, that writer. She said it. She said it. Thank you so much for the super chat. And let's see, member for 21 months. Oh, you're quite welcome, Kat Harlem, and thank you so much for being a member of Royal Sussex. Thank you very, very much. Yep, let me see. Very dangerous indeed. So, Rebecca English, as the royal cousins touchingly support William, why Harry and Meghan are the reason. Let me see. Why Harry and Meghan are the reason why they'll now never have a chance of a bigger role. I still don't get why they are trying to make Harry and Meghan. I don't get it. But anyway, we talked about this yesterday. And very wisely, Lex pointed out that the whole idea of this was to compete with Prince Harry's visit at the St. Paul's Cathedral with the Spencers in tow. And that just made so much sense. I'm telling you, sometimes I am so impressed by those things because it was right there in front of us. And I did not take any notice of it until Lex said that. And it is 100% true. It was a complete reaction to the idea that the Sussexes were, or that Harry, that is, was able to get all of the Spencers out. So they made sure that they were able to call upon all of, well, the people that he could. It's just too bad for them that they were called upon to come and catch pneumonia. He called them just in time to catch pneumonia. Like, hey, there's a garden party. You think you could come out and catch walking pneumonia? Yeah, where they're all going to be there. Papa said so. Yeah, so come on out. We want as many of y'all to catch walking pneumonia as possible. The only people that are not obliged to show up, of course, is Prince Michael of Kent. Not Prince Michael of Kent, but the Duke of Kent, because, well, he's in such a frail state anyway. We don't want him to come out there. Plus, his legs don't do so well when it's damp. When it's damp outside. So Can't have him shuffling about. Um, we can't have him shuffling about. So, yeah, come on out. Um, let me see. BYOP, bring your own penicillin, because we're going to have a garden party in the pouring rain. So, yeah, do what you do, boo. Oh, Lord. I thought that was just hilarious, though. They go through all that trouble to make a point, and we can all remember that look on their faces. Remember that? Look at there. I mean, they are pissed to the height of passivity. I have never seen anybody look so disenchanted. Leg says, "Wow, you are messy tonight. Keep it going." Oh, you're quite welcome. Thank you so much for being here tonight. So let me see. Is this the one? Oh, yes. No, actually, I need to go back one more day. One more day. Ha, yes, there we go. There we go. So, a decade of the Invictus Games Foundation, and Harry. Look at this. This is one of my favorite photos of Prince Harry. This is one of my favorites. There are so many iconic images of Harry, and this is one of my favorites, standing right there at the ancient doorway of St. Paul's Cathedral. There we go. Yes, yes, and yes. Yes, yes. And of course, is this the one with the Spencers? I don't think I have the Spencers here. I was really rubbing it in that day. Remember that when I was showing all of these? I was making a point about Harry's relations with the military community and how jealous William has been of Harry. Harry's power play, you better believe it. And simultaneously, there was the Prince and Princess of Wales trying to make a fire from scratch or something like that. I still don't. How did they end up in the woods? You know what I'm saying? How did they end up in the woods? And right there, they don't have the next photo. See how Kate tripped over the root of that tree? She tripped. Girl, you tripping. You tripping. She tripped. Y'all know she tripped over that tree. They just didn't share that picture. They had to help her up. Look at there. See there? They're on the left side at the top. That's the other one right there. This is just before she face planted. Y'all know she tripped. And I tell you what, I would pay good money. I would pay good money for that photo. If anybody knows how to make it possible, I am willing and glad to pay good money if I can find that photo of Kate face planting out there in the woods. I know they look like some kind of cheesy, played out. I'm telling you, they look like they just walked out of Williams Sonoma. They look like they just walked out of they look like they just walked out of a Sherwin-Williams paint store. Like William got some paint samples in his pocket, those little cards. William got some of those little paint samples in his pocket. And look at Kate leading the band. There she go with them jazz hands. She just can't talk unless her hands are up. You know what I'm saying? She cannot talk unless those, I wonder what she sounds like if you like push her hands down. Is she able to articulate? I'm just asking for a friend. Anyway, let me leave this poor woman alone. We don't know what she is. But anyway, that is the very pissed York sisters. And when I say pissed, I mean pissed. Now, this photo of William, why does this remind me of that Stanley Kubrick film, Clockwork Orange? Why does that remind me of Clockwork Orange? I'm telling you, I looked at that image of William on the right and I said, Lord have mercy. That is Clockwork Orange. That is one of those movies that scares you. Well, he's one of those he's a prince that scares you. Let's see, Clockwork Orange. I'm going to tell you what the movie was about right now. Okay, A Clockwork Orange, a dystopian crime film adapted, produced, and directed by Stanley Kubrick based on Anthony Burgess' 1962 novel of the same name. It employs disturbing, violent images of comment on psychiatry, juvenile delinquency, youth gangs, and other social, political, and economic subjects in a dystopian near future Britain. In other words, William. Yeah, that pretty much describes William. Wow, that movie came out in 1971. You know that? 1971. After it was cited as having inspired copycat acts of violence, the film was withdrawn from British cinemas at Kubrick's behest, and it was also banned in several other countries in the years following. The film underwent a critical reevaluation and gained a cult following. Wow. Maybe, I wonder if he ever saw that movie. You know what? I think that's probably a good idea. I think that's a good idea. Now, the other thing I want you to notice is not only is William channeling Clockwork Orange, he's also turning into a Yeti. At some point, he is going to be a middle-aged, old white man with a very nasty disposition, who hurts his own family and also has that awkward little dip in the knee. You see what I mean? He is literally turning into a Yeti. Like right here. You see there? He has he is turning into a Yeti. There is very little daylight between William stepping out to that garden party, Thomas Markle exiting a Quick Mart in Mexico, and of course, the hairy beast of the great Northwestern United States and Canada, the actual Yeti. They're all alike, I'm telling you, they're all alike. They're big, overbearing, hairy, and very cruel to their families. So, yep, that is what the future holds. He's going to be the king of... That's right. He's going to be the king of Yetis. I don't know why his knee is doing that. Why in the world is his knee doing that? Could it be that he is slowly turning into someone who procures pulled pork sandwiches? Maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's what happens when he's hungry for pulled pork. I'm just saying. Anyway, on a brighter note, Meghan Markle's engagement ring tops list as most searched in the world. Which royal ring came in second? It's beautiful and he designed it. It's incredible, the Duchess of Sussex previously said about the ring designed by Prince Harry. That's right, Prince Harry designed that beautiful engagement ring. Take a look at it. There you go. More than 6 years after Prince Harry's proposal, Meghan Markle's engagement ring continues to captivate attention. The Duchess of Sussex three-stone diamond sparkler is the most searched celebrity engagement ring in the world, according to a new study from UK jeweler Ramsden Jewelry. The findings analyze global search volume data from the past 12 months and aggregated average revealed that Meghan's ring drove about 51,283 searches a month. Second on the list was Princess Diana's iconic sapphire and diamond ring, which Meghan's sister-in-law, Kate Middleton, wears today with a 22,100 average global monthly search, followed by Megan Fox, Millie Bobby Brown, and Hailey Bieber, whatever that is, in the top five. Meghan typically wears her engagement ring stacked with her Welsh gold wedding ring and eternity band, which she received as an anniversary gift from Harry in 2019. Last year, she switched up her style and stopped wearing her engagement ring for a short time, including at the latest Invictus Games in Dusseldorf, Germany in September of 2023. So right here, take a look at the date there, September 24th, 2021. Meghan Markle's diamond engagement ring is the most popular in UK, beating Kate Middleton's. See there? It has been trending ever since. Ever since it has been trending. And let's see, that was September 2021. Take a look there. Not to ever forget about the aquamarine ring that Meghan wore to the, the wedding reception. Remember when she changed outfits? She put on the other ring that was inherited from Princess Diana. And there she is at the Robert F. Kennedy Human Rights Award wearing the same ring, which she loves to pair with a blue outfit. With a white outfit. And right here, the resurgence of the royal engagement rings in 2023. Well, take a look there on the right side. Even February of this year, Meghan Markle's engagement ring crowned most iconic royal ring as she beats Kate. Meghan Markle recently wore the engagement ring again during her trip to Canada, and now a new study has crowned it the most iconic and most searched for royal engagement rings in 2023. So they're still talking about it. Now, there on the left side, you can see search volume, 586,000 posts on it. There was 1,270 posts, mentions 2,262, positive sentiment. What is that? Well, anyway, she has a total score of 71, followed by Princess Diana with 62, Kate Middleton 32, Beatrice 12, and Eugenie 10. So again, when it comes to wedding rings, that original design from Prince Harry still reigns supreme. The rarity of the engagement ring never diminishes, and the women of the royal family celebrate their charity work, and style stands out as icon in the realm of engagement ring. Regal jewelers consistently radiate opulence and grandeur. All right, go Meghan. And also, let us remind everyone that the Duke of Sussex famously designed his wife's engagement ring with Cleve and Company, the jeweler to his late grandmother, Queen Elizabeth. The ring features an ethically sourced center gem from Botswana. So there's that connection. It has the center stone, which is the largest, was ethically sourced from Botswana, where he and Meghan romantically camped together early in their courtship, flanked by two smaller diamonds from his mother, Princess Diana's personal collection. So there you go. The ring is definitely something that is full of sentiments like Diana, Botswana, and so on. Plus, it is made with that Welsh gold, which I hear there is very little of it left. Now, I'm just going to go out on a limb and say for Meghan's 10th anniversary, Harry is probably going to present her with a new diamond. I don't know how she's going to wear it, but he'll probably present her with something like this. Anyway, it'll be interesting if he does. But I would not count out the idea of Harry going that extra mile and finding something, you know, a little flashier, just to say he did, just to celebrate them becoming billionaires in their lifetime. Now, I got another soundbite for you. I forget the name of this show. Oh, wait, I can show you right here. The name of the show is Shizio. Shizio. Yeah, Shizio. What did I just say? Anyway, you got to hear this. You gotta hear it. You must not know about me. You must not know by me. I can have another you in a minute. Matter of fact, he'll be here in a minute, baby. Okay, ready? Here goes. Nope, that's not it. Okay, one more time. All right, here we go.
Any relationship with the guy? He obviously knows who you are. He hits you up on
If I got a
channels.
dip, it's not for a minor reason. I wouldn't.
I'll ask you the reason you don't remember. So
but we're talking 6 years ago or something.
So, okay, fair enough. Do you still talk to him?
Yeah.
How often?
Like when it's a kid's birthday, when it's kid's birthday or something.
Any thoughts on their relationship? Because there was a lot of press turmoil about etc. her leading him and etc. Do you have anything to say on that? I don't want to shit stir anything we can bypass, but I got to ask.
Honestly, I don't have anything to say other than Meghan's always been a great person when I've met her, and it's not even like she'll just do stuff that she didn't even have to do. Like I remember just before I proposed to my wife, they had hit me up asking me to be on their show or something, and
What show?
Podcast.
Okay.
And I think I was just about to propose to her, so I think I said to them that I'm about to propose to my girl, and like they shouted me out and they gave her like some like nice message publicly, and that just obviously you can imagine.
What's this on the show?
On the show, yeah. And this is before
of a friendly relationship with the guy. He obviously knows who you are. He hits you up on
if I got a
channels.
dip, it's not for a minor reason. I wouldn't.
I'll ask you the reason you don't remember. So much.
Okay, I think it's repeating now. So let me go here because there was actually another part to that. There was another part. Here we go.
Oh, it's just giving me extra points now. I'm looking
major
looking crazy,
bro. That's crazy.
Yeah. So like, but that's just one example. Every interaction has been quite meaningful. It's had some value behind it, benefit behind it. I see them go out into the world and try and do things. It's not easy figuring out how to impact, how to make an impact when you're like in a system that's kind of crazy. But I think they do a good job. So yeah, I really that's all I would really say.
Come on, we absolutely love that, bro. And you did explain that you're not taking the MBE. So since you kind of turned it down, have you noticed a change in kind of your perception or your press or anything in that kind of negative regard?
No, I think one thing that I realized early on is that you got to control the narrative. So one time I got into it with the police. This was around the same time, unfortunately, as the royal wedding. And I think that kind of changed.
Is this because you dipped early?
Imagine. I think that kind of changed. Oh, it's just giving me extra.
Okay. Now, if I'm correct, I do believe that he said that he went to the wedding. I believe that's what he said. It is like a 2.5 hour long live conversation. Again, the name of it is Shizio, and you can find it on YouTube. And yeah, so, but anyway, he had some very nice things to say about our Duchess, which I thought was very cool. And also, he did mention the fact that they tried to give him an MBE and he turned it down. And so the guy on the left was asking him, have you seen any negative impacts to your career? And his answer was, you have to define yourself in so many words. So I don't know him, but he's some kind of rapper or something, but I like him. Elaine Parker, thank you so much for the super sticker, and thank you for being here tonight on Royal Sussex, or good morning to you, should I say. Good morning. Thank you for being here. Good morning. Good morning. Okay. Well, celebrating history in the making. Meet her Lord Mayor, Abigail Kantong, the first British Nigerian Lord Mayor of Leeds. She is the official first Lord Mayor of Leeds of Nigerian descent. Yeah, that is incredible. Cheers. That is incredible. I am so, yes, she's stunning, absolutely beautiful. Oh, was he? I didn't know that. Thank you so much. I didn't realize, I didn't make the connection. I thought he was a rap artist, which is still a wordsmith. There's poetry there. Like that, remember that song? I had a church girl, choir girl. One girl was rich. The most memorable girl was a gangster. Oh, I can't say that one. But yeah, that was one of my favorite rap songs. That was one of my favorite rap songs. Anyway, now I would say that was poetry. It was not the height of poetry, but I thought that he really spit those rhyme flows, right? Oh, let me see here. Lisette Zog says, hi, everyone. Baron, every time I hear Angel Latrine talking, I always hear your voice and can't help but laugh out loud. Thanks for that. You are quite welcome. And thank you so much for the super chat. You know, one of the things I thought was so funny, I can never, ever forget about that time when, oh gosh, what is her name? Sherry and Sade. And she said that I was causing problems over here because she said every time she would say, thank you for clicking on my channel, she couldn't tell whether it was her voice she was hearing in her head or was it her hearing my voice and maybe that she was saying it differently because anyway, it was so funny. But I kept saying it. I just thought it was really cute the way she would say that. Thank you for clicking on my channel. Okay. All right. Thank you again. And thank you for being a member. I don't know when this happened, but when Harry met Rodney and Holly Pete, so great meeting and chatting with Prince Harry at beautiful dinner supporting African Parks Network. Thank you to our friend Will Smith for inviting us. So I don't know when this was, but ooh, does Harry look good? Harry looks good. He looks very good. He looks darn good. Yeah, he looks amazing. Um, yeah, I don't know when this was, but I tell you guys, in the comment sections of a lot of the Sussex friendly spaces, they love to mention a certain thing, which you'll never see it come up in the comments of Royal Sussex because um, they like to try to connect Harry to something that he has nothing to do with. And so I repeat, you will not see that in the comments of Royal Sussex. I have blocked quite a few things so that those derangers will never have an opportunity to say certain things in the comment of Royal Sussex. That's why you don't see the huge amount of deranger activity in the comments of Royal Sussex is because first of all, the moderators, I mean to tell you, they go on a blocking spree. And of course, some of the language that they use is blocked. And I tell you, it does a lot for my mental health and well being. Let's see. Angela Thomas, thank you so much for the super sticker. And thank you for watching Royal Sussex. Okay. Oh, yeah. Yeah, he has the family he's always wanted. That's why all of that abusive language that they used back in Narnia, will he or won't he? Will he or won't he? It does not matter. He's happy. He ain't coming back. So you aren't ever going to put him in one of those castles, and you aren't ever going to see those grandkids either. You aren't. Okay? You just aren't. You aren't ever going to see those grandkids. You aren't ever going to put him in one of those castles. So, you aren't. Try to use that in a sentence tomorrow, okay? You aren't. That means you are not. You aren't ever going to stop hearing this in your head, are you? You aren't. Okay, moving on. Wow, isn't that beautiful? I don't know where that comes from. Oh, that's perfect, 1960. That is perfect. That's exactly how you spell it. I may have put an apostrophe between the N and the T. Maybe. No, it doesn't need it. No, that's perfect. That's perfect. That's a word that was created by Betty Davis for the movie Whatever Happened to Baby Jane. But yeah, that is a beautiful painting, or I don't know how they put that together, but it's not so much the colors and the brushwork, even though that's brilliant as well. But what also makes it awesome is that it really catches the spirit of Harry and Meghan. It really does. Absolutely, it does. Right? I love it. Yeah, one of the squatties posted that earlier, and I just thought I'd share it with you. I know I love whatever happened to Baby Jane. I've written a postcard to Daddy. His address is heaven above. Oh, what about this one? By the way, did you know we have rats in the cellar? Yes, you aren't ever going to heaven printing slanderous words. You aren't. I bet you all are going to try to watch that movie this weekend. You aren't ever going to sell this house. You aren't ever going to leave it either. You aren't. And uh, is it a Vicky Dabiri throwback to the the unforgettable visit of the Duke and Duchess of Sussex to Nigeria, where I had the pleasure of presenting them with a gorgeous hand-woven Asuki fabric. But yeah, so if you all remember this, oh, Barbara Richardson, thank you so much for the super sticker. And thank you so much for being here. Hello, Baron. Hello, everyone. Baron, wait, okay. Baron, is it true that the Lord Mayor of Leeds isn't a paid position? I don't know. I don't know if that's a ceremonial post or what, but she was appointed. I don't think she had to go through an election process. So I wouldn't be surprised if, after all, the Lord Mayor. So that sounds very impressive, doesn't it? So, yeah, I don't know. I didn't really look into it that deeply, but I guess I need to look into the position more so than the person who's filling that role to see what that includes. But yeah, thank you so much for bringing that up. And I will check it out because now you got me curious. And thank you, Cynthia, for the very thoughtful super sticker. All right. Betty Davis, I think, was just a powerhouse, an absolute powerhouse. So here's the other photos that accompanied that caption that she wrote. There's this one. You know, for some reason, that is the one dress that Meghan wore on that trip that I didn't see as much of it, and I keep forgetting that she wore that one. I don't know that I ever seen any information about it either. And then, of course, there's this one when she described the gifts that she was handing out to him. And of course, when she was trying to get Harry to dance, and Harry was like, I'm going to say goodnight instead. Meghan was dancing, but Harry wasn't really feeling it, but that's okay. We'll get him next time. We'll get him next time. Let me see. Do I have that one? Do I have it? Let me see. Huh. Okay. I am sure I have it, although I know not where. Anyway, you guys, I'm almost done. I'm almost done, just so you know, I'm almost done. I was trying to find that one particular video. I do not see it. I see that chicken breast wrapped with bacon. I see that one. No, I got another one of those in the freezer. I might have to have that. Oh, there it is. There it is. I found it. I found it. I will share directly. Give me just a second, you guys. I will share it. Oh, wait a minute. I cannot play the music for this one, though. That's it, though. I cannot play the music because otherwise I'd get in trouble. So I'm going to share it, but then I'm going to have to turn the music down right away. Okay, here goes. Uh-oh. There we go. Cannot play that music because I'd get in trouble. But as you can see, now see, if Harry would have started dancing like Sherman Hemsley, do you remember on the Jeffersons when George and Helen was dancing? If he would have done one of those, you guys would have just fell out on the floor. That would have been amazing if he'd have done that. If he would have started dancing like George Jefferson. If he would have started dancing like George Jefferson, you guys would be no good tomorrow. Harry's all business all the time, ain't he? I'm sure he knows how to loosen up and have a good time, though. I'm sure he does. Okay, let's see. Jenny Rock Bailey, thank you so much for the super sticker. And thank you for watching Royal Sussex. All right, let's see. I think I am just about, yes, I am done. I don't have a last word for tonight. I just have this very haunting, majestic, beautiful photograph of a child, I believe a child in Africa, washing his face with the water from the ocean, maybe communicating with the ancestors, whatever it is a beautiful image. And I wanted to share it with you as a way to say good night. And our last word will be in picture instead of verbal. Isn't that beautiful? Yes, right? It's beautiful. It is beautiful. Oh, thank you so much. Elaine Parker says, bye, everyone, wherever you are in the world. Thank you so much, Elaine Parker. Oh, thank you, Lydia. Thanks, Miss Max. Yeah, a little two-step. Am I late to the podcast again? Oh, hello, Ivy here. Yes, Ivy, we were just closing shop, but thank you so much for being here. As a matter of fact, thank you all. Love you guys. Thank you so much for watching Royal Sussex. As per usual, thank you to the moderators who have kept this a safe space. And as always, think about the women, the very strong women that made Harry and Meghan the compassionate heroes that they are today. Okay, and with that, we are going to close with the Ginger Avenger, and I will see you tomorrow. Love you. Good night.